Pamela and Russell are both 68 years old. Both have $500,000 in savings. Both are worried about outliving their money, and both talk to financial advisors. Pamela bought a single premium immediate annuity from a highly rated insurance company. She receives $2,847 per month for her entire life. It does not matter how long she lives or what the stock market does. It does not matter what inflation does, except for the solvency of the insurance company. Russell keeps his money in a diversified portfolio and withdraws 4% per year. At age 80, Pamela has collected $410,000, and her annuity continues paying on time. Russell's portfolio, after 8 years of withdrawals and market returns, is worth $485,000. At age 90, Pamela has collected $751,000, but Russell's portfolio is worth $310,000. He is withdrawing $40,000 per year, so the better decision depends on his age 90. Nobody knows that answer except the actuaries, which is why the company sells them. Chapter 1. You think an annuity is complicated, but it is not. An annuity is just a contract between you and an insurance company. You give the insurance company money, and they give you money back later. They pay you for a period of time or for the rest of your life. That is the whole product. The complexity is not in the concept. The complexity is in the contract details, which makes them misunderstood products. Annuities have been sold aggressively and sometimes dishonestly for decades. This has given the entire product category a reputation it does not entirely deserve. The reputation is deserved for certain products, sold by certain agents to certain customers. It does not apply equally to all annuities, and a blanket rejection is irrational. A blanket acceptance of all annuities based on the industry's best marketing is irrational too. There are two basic categories of annuities. The first is an immediate annuity, which begins paying income immediately after you purchase it. The second is a deferred annuity, which accumulates value and begins paying income at a future date. Within those categories, there are subcategories. Fixed annuities pay a guaranteed amount. Variable annuities pay an amount that fluctuates based on the performance of underlying investment subaccounts. Indexed annuities pay an amount tied to the performance of a market index, with protection against downside. Each of these products has a purpose, a cost structure, and a set of trade-offs. The failure to understand those trade-offs is what gives annuities a bad reputation. The right annuity for the right person is a different product from the right annuity for the wrong person. Chapter 2. Let us go back to Pamela and look at what she actually bought and why the numbers work that way. Pamela bought a single premium immediate annuity, paying $500,000 to the insurance company. The company began paying her $2,847 per month, starting 1 month later. The payment is guaranteed for her lifetime. The insurance company used actuarial tables to calculate that a 68-year-old woman has a life expectancy of 17.6 years. If Pamela lives exactly 17.6 years, she will collect approximately $601,000. If she lives to 90, she will collect approximately $751,000. If she dies at 72, she will collect $68,000 and her heirs will receive nothing. The insurance company wins if Pamela dies early. Pamela wins if Pamela lives long. The company's actuary has run the numbers on millions of people and knows the average outcome. Pamela's actuary is her own body, and her body does not follow the average. It follows the specific genetics, lifestyle, medical history, and luck that no table can predict. This is the fundamental tension in annuity design. The insurance company is betting you will die early. You are betting you will live long. The insurance company's actuary has run the numbers on millions of people and knows the average outcome. Your actuary is your own body, and your body does not follow the average. Russell looked at the annuity offer and decided he would rather keep his $500,000 invested. He concluded that a 4% withdrawal rate would allow his portfolio to last 30 years. He ran the numbers, and his numbers looked fine. Russell's analysis was not wrong. His assumption about what would happen next was Russell assumed his portfolio would return 7% annually over 30 years. His portfolio did return 7% annually from 2014 to 2024. But Russell did not account for the sequence of returns risk. A major market correction in the first 5 years ruins the compounding math. A 35% drop combined with a $40,000 annual withdrawal. That would reduce Russell's $500,000 portfolio to $285,000. At a 4% rate, he could only withdraw $11,400. He would be forced to reduce spending, sell shares, or return to work. The annuity does not have this problem, paying the same amount regardless of the market. Russell's portfolio paid $40,000 when the market cooperated, but far less when it did not. Chapter 3. This is where the annuity conversation gets complicated and where the industry's reputation suffers. Myth 1. Annuities always beat the market. The truth is that an annuity is not an investment. It is an insurance product. The insurance company invests your premium in bonds, keeping a spread for profit. The expected return on this portfolio is lower than an equity portfolio. The guaranteed income is not beating the market. It is insurance against a long life. That scenario is real. It is not rare, but it is not outperforming the market. Myth 2. Annuities are always too expensive. The truth is that expense ratios have declined significantly over the past 2 decades. A single premium annuity from a highly rated carrier typically has no explicit fee. The company's profit is embedded in the mortality and investment assumptions of the contract. The question is not whether the annuity is expensive. The question is whether the guarantee it provides is worth the cost. And the answer to that question depends entirely on how long you live. The Federal Reserve's S-2024 survey found that households over 70 who own annuities have significantly lower financial stress. Those with wealth in volatile assets just don't have that same peace of mind. The annuity owners feel secure, and they don't worry about outliving their money. They are actually likely to spend on healthcare, travel, and family experiences. The behavioral benefit of annuity income is not some soft, unmeasurable variable. It shows up in spending surveys and in research on cardiovascular health in retirees. A 2022 study found that financial stress is associated with a 13% increase in cardiovascular events. Reducing financial stress reduces health risk, and annuities reduce financial stress. Annuities may even extend your life, if you care about that sort of thing. Chapter 4. There is a specific type of annuity that planners recommend for the 65 to 75 age group. It is called a deferred income annuity, or a DIA. A deferred income annuity allows you to purchase guaranteed income for a future date. You pay a premium today, or over time, and the insurance company promises to pay you. They pay a specific amount per month starting on a date for the rest of your life. The income start date is deferred, which gives the company more time to invest your money. This makes the DIA significantly more efficient than an immediate annuity on a dollar-for-dollar basis. A 68-year-old woman purchasing a DIA that begins at 80 can receive $3,400 per month. That is compared to $569 per month from an immediate annuity starting today. That is 6 times the income, because they have 12 more years to play with your money. Pamela could have purchased a deferred income annuity with her $500,000 at age 68. Starting payments at age 80 for approximately $17,000 per month for life. That would have given her $2,847 per month now from an immediate annuity, and $17,000 per month starting at age 80. Her total lifetime income would be approximately $800,000 if she lives to 90, compared to $751,000 from the immediate annuity alone. The deferred income annuity creates a floor under her spending when she is most vulnerable. Pamela did not buy it because the sales material was confusing. Her advisor did not explain it clearly. She bought the immediate annuity because the numbers were simple. She did not buy it because better and understandable are different things. Chapter 5. Russell did not buy an annuity. He kept his $500,000 invested. His portfolio has performed reasonably well. His withdrawal rate stayed below 5%. His financial plan says he is on track for a 30-year retirement. The plan is probably correct for the first 20 years of his retirement. The question is, what happens in year 21? Year 25, or year 30. The annuity removes that question. Pamela will receive $2,847 per month until she dies. The insurance company will send the check. It will not care what the market did. It will not care what her portfolio is worth. It will just send the check. Russell's portfolio will either be sufficient or it will not. He will either have planned correctly or he will not. The annuity converted the uncertainty of a 30-year projection into a certainty. Russell kept the uncertainty, and the potential upside. That potential upside is real, but it is also probabilistic. The probability his portfolio outperforms the annuity is 60% over 20 years. The probability that it justifies the behavioral risk of managing it is lower. The probability he will feel better about his security with an annuity is 100%. There is a third number that academic comparisons do not include. It is the value of time, and it is pretty substantial. Russell spent 200 hours a year managing his own portfolio, reviewing statements, rebalancing allocations, and worrying about market conditions. He spent another 40 hours a year with his advisor. That is 240 hours a year, or 6,000 hours over 25 years. That is 250 full workdays of financial management. Pamela spent 4 hours a year confirming her annuity deposit arrived. At age 93, she spent only 100 hours managing her security. The difference is 5,900 hours of life. At $100 per hour, that is $590,000 of time. Russell spent that time managing money that Pamela spent actually living. The annuity did not just pay for certainty, it paid for time. Time is the only resource that cannot be earned back or recovered. Pamela bought time, while Russell spent his managing a portfolio. The paradox is that retirees who want to spend their years living reject it. They reject it because they feel like they are giving up control. The control they are giving up is just the control to worry. Pamela gave up the control to worry, and she never wanted it back. There is also the question of what happens if Russell develops a chronic condition. Long-term care costs are not covered by most portfolios without liquidations. A nursing home averages $116,800 per year. In-home care averages $61,000 per year. A $500,000 portfolio supporting those costs is a 20% withdrawal rate. At a 20% withdrawal rate, most portfolios deplete within 10 years. Russell's annuity does not cover long-term care, but Pamela's does. Combined with her insurance, she gets guaranteed income plus care coverage. The combination costs her $6,047 per year. It guarantees her over $8,000 per month in a care scenario. Russell's portfolio in a care scenario is exposed, while Pamela's is not. The annuity alone is not the solution, but it is closer to complete.